Well, welcome into another edition of the Splatoon 3 North American League show. I'm your host, Jordan Kent, and the good news is no debts for me because we're joined by Big Money! Yes, Milana, it gets bigger every time you join us. How you doing? We've been about 4 weeks through the regular season here. We've seen some great teams going back and forth. Your excitement levels you see week after week.
I've been in the Splatoon community, both as a player and as a commentator, for a really long time, and this is the highest level of Splatoon I have ever seen. I am literally at the edge of my seat every time I watch this tournament. I'm like jumping back, I'm gasping, I'm like, wow, this is so good. This is what Prime Splatoon is, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the weeks of play.
We'll get set for more jump scares. We're going to go straight to the highlights from another action-packed week. Let's pick it up. Winners quarterfinals. Gourmet Race versus Bet. And let's see Simo here on defense, camping out and helping establish some prime positioning.
And Simo, if you're not familiar with his play, is one of the best tent umbrella players in North America. And you can see it right here, using that tent as a shield, grabbing just another clam, grabbing a power clam. And you see right here, the teamwork on unparalleled. Mecha holding onto that power clam, but being able to drop it just within Zero's reach, getting that power clam in.
Yeah, the race would end. They'd get swept 3-0. Let's move to winner semifinals. Hypernova versus Duck Motif. This is tied at 2 apiece. This game decides the set. It's turf war, and how about part of Hypernova getting the job done in mid and really help fortifying the defenses.
And they are certainly setting that stage with the wipe out on Buck Motif. This gives Hypernova an opportunity to move back into the center of the stage, but Buck Motif back right away. It really is anybody's game at this point.
Duck Motif trying to quack back here with the time ticking. This is going to come down to Judd and Lil Judd. It goes the way of Hypernova. They get the 3-2 victory. Hypernova versus Fo in winners finals. Fo hanging on to a slim lead against Hypernova, and Harshi on the back line is going to do everything they can to try to hold on to victory, but Hypernova is bringing the heat.
Even just one person versus the world as a lone pencil player, you're just not able to cover that turf, and Hypernova is able to take the lead from that.
Hypernova draws up an early victory. Now we go to Dat Menace, putting the menace in their name, really. And Milana, so impressive to do this on Urchin Underpass.
It really is. And, you know, I think what needs to be said about Urchin Underpass is that there's so many levels, there's so many altitude changes in this map, and Dat Menace is using that Zipcaster in order to create space for their teammates. And here they are wiggling behind that crab tank and really just finding themselves everywhere. And Hypernova is not sure how to respond.
Playing the game as if they sculpted it back in 2015. Just a perfect way to navigate Urchin Underpass. Now, tied at 1-1. We pick things up in Rainmaker. How about Dark for Fo? They're going to build a nice little lead here with 2.5 minutes left. But is any lead ever safe in Rainmaker, Milana?
No, sir, Jordan. And we can see Happy using a little bit of defensive maneuver right here, hiding behind that box. And we see them dipping and diving, and they are able to take just a 1-point lead from Fo.
Time now for the decisive Game 5. And 3Z going to go on a remarkable tear, something we've never seen the likes of before, Milana.
And I've been in the Splatoon community a long time, and I've never seen a splat streak quite like this one, especially on a stage as grand as this one. 3Z showing their expertise with that Splatana wiper. They are going to be a key player for Fo, especially for this key Game 5. They are utilizing it in a very aggressive way, and, you know, using also the special, the Ultra Stamp, getting that cheeky double. They really are just in control of this whole match, and everybody is dancing to 3Z's rhythm.
Wiping them away like raindrops. 3Z, would their heroics be enough to help Fo get the win and move on? It is, as they get the 3-2 victory. Time now for losers semifinals. Bet versus Duck Motif. It's tower control. Coming down to the wire. Bet with a narrow lead. Duck Motif trying to do everything they can to try and wrestle back the lead.
Red Shell popping that Kraken Royale, and if you know anything about Kraken Royale, it makes you invulnerable, giving Duck Motif members the prime opportunity to jump into the tower. Bet, however, only has to look at the tower to defend it, and they are able to keep the lead.
Duck Motif goes down. Now we head to game 4 where they still trail, but they're going to mount an 81-point run here in Clam Blitz to take the lead with just over a minute left.
Kara holding on to space in that stage, the this way coming out right here, signaling to their teammate that the power clam is ready to be popped into the basket, and this will give Duck Motif the lead. However, Simo popping that Tentabrella canopy says, I'm not gonna go easy into the night. One power clam in, only 2 more clams left for Bet to take the lead. Zero says, hold on a second, give me one moment, and pops those 2 clams in, giving Bet the lead.
Happy to see Mo clams in the basket as they take the 3-1 win. And that takes us to losers finals, Bet versus Hypernova. And we pick things up. Hypernova gonna make a remarkable push here at about the 3-minute mark. Half is gonna lead the charge and help Hypernova get on the board.
Teamwork being shown strong from Hypernova. It is their last chance to stay in this tournament. They are able to push that score down to 45.
Bet would respond. They're looking for the sweep as we see them picking up a couple of critical splats here to set the stage for a potential comeback.
Simo doing what Tentabrella mains do best, using that tent canopy to protect their teammates, getting the score down to 45 for Bet, but unfortunately Hypernova gets to 45 first, which means that they maintain the lead.
Now we turn our attention to a little Rainmaker and Simo once again on the board here.
This just kind of shows how scrappy Rainmaker can be. Really, you just need one person to push that Rainmaker to push that objective far.
That would set the stage for grand finals. Bet versus Foe. Bet facing a sweep here down 0-2. They're going to do everything they can. Simo with that Tentabrella. It's been one of the best weapons of the day, trying to carve out a little bit of space. They have an early lead, but the 2 MVPs, 3Z and Dat Menace, will shut the door here, Milana.
Those members of Foe strong, putting out that Ultra Stamp and causing a wipeout on Bet. This is giving them prime real estate to push forward.
Now this gets really interesting at the end. Dark will advance, and Bet thinks they have everybody taken care of, but where is Dat Menace at here, Milana?
Dat Menace is just hiding in that corner, and I think when you play Rainmaker, you really have to be careful of where you leave that Rainmaker. Dat Menace is in a prime spot, unnoticed by the members of Bet, to grab that Rainmaker and finally dunk it in.
They leave the back door unlocked, and Foe slams it shut for a 3-0 sweep in grand finals. Well, those are some awesome highlights as always, and let's go ahead and get to our week 3 standings and see how the points were divvied up. It's Foe with 100 at the top, and Milana, who else caught your eye?
You know, we've seen Duck Motif and Hypernova come back week after week, so I'm looking forward to seeing them again next week.
And let's check out the overall standings. We've had several weeks of play now, and Foe still at the top with a 30-point lead, but Milana, things are heating up.
Totally, and we missed out on some of the top teams that we saw the week before, teams like FT Win, teams like Milky Way, so we'll see if these teams decide to rejoin for the next week.
Well, make sure you stick around because a little bit later in this episode, our good friend K-Bot will catch up with some community members at Riptide and play a little Guess the Stage, so you don't want to miss that. Now, Milana, when we take a wider snapshot of the league right now at this point, it feels like, regardless of where a team's at, the competition, what we're seeing, the level of play is just getting better and better week after week.
And totally, and we see that week after week in these highlight clips for the top 8 teams. But let's not forget that all teams participating in this league, teams that are in the latter portion of the tournament, they are all getting practice, and we can all aspire just to be better players, and I think that's awesome. I think that's a really great thing that this league is offering players of all levels.
And what's great is we've got so much more that we're offering you still. So let's take a closer look at the upcoming schedule. We've got the Splatoon 3 North American League show Fridays at 10 a.m. Pacific. And then the Splatoon 3 North American League Saturdays at 12 p.m. Pacific with the top 8 live streams starting at 4 p.m. Pacific. And then if you want to have a little more fun on the weekends and slow things down, we've got the Splatoon 3 North American League Sunday Scrim Sundays at 12 p.m. Pacific. Whether you're solo or with a group of friends, it's a chance for you to play a little salmon run and have some fun there. And then it all leads up to the Splatoon 3 North American League playoffs, December 13th and 14th. The live stream at at 12 p.m. Pacific on both of those days as we get set. And speaking of getting set for things, it is Splatoween, October 24th at 6 p.m. And oh, Milana, look at this new art that just came out.
I just love Splatfest art. It's just awesome. You can see the little small fry eating popcorn with their buddies, and honestly, this is peak. It just can't get better than this.
Well, we'll do our best to follow that up. Chara and Saf are going to join us as we take a look inside each other's lockers. Hey, Jordan here. I'm joined by Saf, Chara, and Milana, and it's time now for us to take a look at each other's lockers and learn a little bit more about why we chose the things that we decided to put in there. And I'll be the brave soul to go first, so let's go ahead and check out my locker. What you're going to notice with my locker is a lot of just symmetry. My life is very messy. I have 4 young boys, so there is very little space anywhere that is clean, that is sorted, that is organized. And so just having an outer locker that's got a little bit of accoutrement, but also just tidy, is exactly what my soul needs. On the right, you're gonna notice just a couple more posters, but the 4 stars, I've got 1 star for each of my sons right there. So I think about them when I open up my locker. You see the little black inflatable squid? That tells me you might get splatted, but as long as you keep inflating every time you get splatted, you're gonna do well in life. Now this is a locker I can't wait to check out. Big Money, why don't you open up your locker so we can see what you're working with here.
I'm a very sticker-oriented person, so I love placing stickers on every single thing that I own, water bottles, laptops, PC cases, so why not my locker also?
Let's go ahead and open the locker, because it's an wait a minute. Hold on. Explain, please.
Sometimes you're just a little guy in a really big world. And this locker is almost philosophically like representative of the big world, and you're just the little guy holding up the big egg on top of your shoulders. So sometimes you feel like you're just juggling so many things and you just want the perfect balance in your life.
Let's get to our next locker. Saf, what do you got for us?
I really like stickers in that you can layer them on each other. And so the one with the green sticker screaming and kind of like looking like it's shooting stuff out of its mouth with the eyes and that's 3 different stickers on top of each other.
How about the inside of the locker? Why don't you tell us about that?
I really, really enjoy native salmon where I'm from. And so that sticker really resonates with me. Also, the salmon light of the little fry swimming down below also resonates with me. And it kind of looks like they're in a concert with the little shrimp drum.
All right, Chara, time now for your locker, and we're going to just dive right into the inside of your locker. What do you have going on here for us?
Yeah, so you might notice I don't really have a whole lot on the outside. I saved most of my decorative talent for the inside, and this is the interior of my locker. So I actually themed this after a good friend of mine. Someone I've known since as early as 2016, and we've competed for a while in a few of the NA championships. His in-game name was Gamer, and though some people might remember that we competed at PAX East for the North American Championships in 2019 together. So obviously I themed this after him, and this is the weapon class he's most known for. He was known for being one of the best Splowlings in the scene, and I tried to fit as many of the weapon kits that he liked in here. I'll say that the Hydra is extra special because he wanted Big Bubbler and Hydra before it actually came out. So ended up being able to predict the 3rd kit, which is just an amazing drop to have. Another thing that I really like about the lockers, an option you can do is you can use the photo mode and frame a photo in your locker. So I obviously had to get him in his best gear and, pick out the stage. Robo Ramen is in the background. I wonder if anyone could tell that before it was pointed out, but obviously that's one that I really like to pick out. And then there's a few other smaller details. His favorite hat, the gold visor, the GameCube, which is also one of my favorite consoles. Just, very fun games on there. I'm a big fan of Luigi's Mansion 1. And, of course, he also really liked cars. So I have a little sports car, just barely able to sneak it in there with a Hydra Splatling. So, personally, it's just someone that I really try and remember and think of as someone who's really positively impacted my Splatoon experience. And, I liked being able to set this up to help remember him.
Oh, that's incredible right there, Chara and Milana. Just a lot of symbolism in the locker as well, too.
Yeah, and I think, there was so much thought put into how you designed this and the weapons that you put in. But what I especially liked about, the design of the locker is how much contrast there is between the weapons and the black locker. I think it makes everything pop a little bit more, and it makes it just so pleasing on the eyes.
Yeah, a lot of the Splylings have like these nice bright color designs. They're really special, so I like the contrast of it as well.
And Saf, what are your thoughts? I mean, this is just, there's so much thought that went into this as well too, and the friendship aspect as well.
The attention to detail, like down to what the photograph is, down to the stage, down to the gear, down to all of it, being in that photograph is like very precise and very, very tactful. It's with intention.
It was so great checking out Chara's locker and the great memories he has with his friend. And that's just one example out of many of people that have found community and connection through Splatoon, a game that has so much self-expression, but this culture and this group and community with it that has helped so many others find that connection throughout the years that they've continued to enjoy Splatoon.
All right, we do have one more thing.
Of course.
It's a little game.
Oh no.
It's a name that stage game.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm going to show you a picture of a stage in Splatoon 3, and your job is to tell me what stage it is. Ready?
Humpback Pump Track.
It is Humpback Pump Track.
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 Humpback. Pump track.
Humpback is correct.
Museum.
That looks like Barnacle and Dime.
Oh, that's Barnacle and Dime. I love those fountains.
Barnacle.
It's Barnacle and Dime.
Barnacle and Dime. Good.
Is that Barnacle and Dime?
That's Barnacle and Dime.
Okay.
Manta Maria.
Manta Maria.
Manta Maria.
Manta Maria.
That's Manta Maria.
Manta Maria.
Oh, that's easy. Manta.
Manta Maria.
That's Manta Maria.
Okay.
Scourge.
It is not Scourge.
No.
Umami Ruins.
That is Umami Ruins.
Umami Ruins.
Umami Ruins?
That is Umami Ruins.
Correct.
The Hot Springs one.
Oh, I can picture it in my head.
No. Oh gosh. Eel tail?
No.
Oh, I know what it looks like. It's the one where there's that big ramp and then you meet in the middle.
Brinewater Springs.
Is it Brinewater?
Brinewater
There we go.
Springs. All right.
Brine water?
It is Brinewater Springs. Got that one.
It is in
Or
Splatoon 3.
This stage is in Splatoon 3. I don't know which one you're thinking of.
Oh, okay. Then I think that one is probably. Oh, that's Brine Water.
Brinewater Springs.
There we
All
go.
right, we got there eventually.
That's the thing.
Oh, that's the timer.
Wahoo World. It's the timer.
Is that Wahoo World?
Oh wait, no, that's Wahoo World.
The Wahoo World timer. I love that timer.
Wahoo World.
Wahoo World.
Wahoo World. That is Wahoo World.
Wahoo World.
Wahoo World. Okay, back on track.
Yeah.
All right, next up.
This one's a tough one.
Oh my God, is that Museum?
Museum del Poncino.
Museum?
That one's museum.
That one is Museum Alfonsino.
It is not Museum.
Oh shoot.
Inkblot Art Academy.
Inkblot Art Academy.
I want to say, is that Inkblot Art Academy?
Inkblot. I'll go with Inkblot.
Inkblot?
Yes.
Lock it in?
Yes.
Okay, it is Inkblot. You were right.
Okay.
Wow, I do not look at these stages at all when I play the game.
Robo Ramen?
Is that Barnacle and Dime?
I don't know. Flounder?
Ooh. Is that Museum?
And that one is Museum del Alfonsino.
That's Museum d'Alfonsino.
Is this the museum?
I don't know. What is it?
It's Museum de Alfonsino. It's actually Museum.
Dang it. Okay.
Is that Museum? Probably.
This one is Museum.
Okay.
Oh, see, you tricked me, K-Bot, with the zoom in. I was like, museum. Is that museum?
This is Museum de Alfonsino.
Oh my God, this is way harder than I expected.
Who are you? I know I've seen that grass texture before.
This one's rude. Sorry.
Flounder?
No.
Mahi Resort.
I'm thinking Urchin.
I want to say no. Then is that Inkblot?
Is that Flounder?
No.
It's not Flounder.
Undertow Spillway.
I'm gonna say Undertow. Undertow kind of looks like that.
Undertow is
Undertow.
correct. All right.
Oh, Undertow Spillway.
This is Undertow Spillway?
Oh, this one's easy.
I usually don't look up at the sky.
Oh, is this like the new airport, Lumeria?
Is that Mahi Resort?
I'm gonna say, I don't think it is, but I'm gonna say Mahi.
Hagglefish.
Oh, Hagglefish. Hagglefish Market. All right, we're back on the board.
Hagglefish Market.
Hagglefish Market.
This is Market. Hagglefish.
Oh, that is
The Flounder Heights.
That is Flounder.
Is this Urchin Underpass?
Urchin Underpass.
Urchin Underpass.
And that is the corner in Urchin Underpass.
What am I even looking at?
How are y'all getting these pictures? Whoa, what are we doing? I'm just gonna keep saying Flounder until I get it right.
Flounder.
Oh, Robo Ramen.
Oh, that's Robo Ramen.
Robo Ramen.
Robo Ramen.
Oh, Robo Ramen.
That is Robo Ramen.
Oh, that's Robo Ramen.
Oh, Robo Ramen.
That is Robo Ramen.
Robo Ramen. All right.
This is Robo.
Robo Ramen. Yep.
Oh, there's ramen.
There's Robo Ramen.
There's the bowl.
Robo Ramen.
Robo Ramen.
Robo Ramen is correct.
Yes.
Okay.
That's Robo Ramen for
That's
sure.
Robo Ramen. That's all of them that you got.
Yes.
Which means we're on to the bonus round.
Bonus round? Oh no.
Got an extra 3 here.
Extra 3.
All right.
Oh, that's a Lemuria hub.
Lemuria?
Is that Lemuria?
It is.
Nice.
Right underneath the bridge.
Yes. Is that Eeltail Alley? No.
Is this somewhere on Eeltail?
It is not.
It is not.
Marlin Airport?
It is Marlin. It is Marlin.
Don't, excuse me? Yeah, let's put one wall with some plants on it.
I'm gonna guess Bluefin, but I'm not confident.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
God,
Bluefin Depot.
Bluefin Depot is my guess. And
It is not.
It's not.
Is that crab leg?
Yes.
Nice. Let's go.
Cool. That's it.
Okay, just one down.
Got
Not bad, not
bad at all.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you.
What's up, guys? Shiny Hunter Zach here, back with another episode of Shiny Tips following regular season week 3. We had some great games, specifically on Rainmaker Urchin Underpass. So let's get into it. Losers finals between Hypernova and Bet. Bet up 2-1, trying to close it out. Hypernova, they're mostly staying in their spawn area. They see Dante, and they're trying to clear out any remaining threat. Henlo's over on the right, watching the drop down. They see Mecha coming back, and presumably Zero coming back. But where is Simo? They're not watching that main jump through the grate where they can get to the Rainmaker. So Simo is able to sneak past Half and Synapse. Half doesn't notice until it's too late, and Simo gets into single digits just by sharking through that middle area, claims the lead, and Bet takes Losers Finals. But what happens when the shoe's on the other foot? It's Grand Finals, Fofofo up 2-0. 3Z's gonna start this one off with a pick using the Ultra Stamp. They create the wipeout and break the Rainmaker shield. Now, importantly, they don't pick up the Rainmaker. Dark is the one who picks it up. They get that extra splat and claim the lead that way. Now, Bet, they're gonna try and do the same thing that Hypernova was doing in Losers Finals. They're trying to get all the way through. They put the Tacticooler down so that they're buffed up, presumably for their next push, but they haven't spotted Dat Menace. In fact, you can see where they're set up, and that's in front of where Dat Menace is currently hiding. So they don't see Dat Menace needing to reposition themselves in the ink. They're able to use the superior run speed of the Octobrush, take the Rainmaker, and surprise Bet with a shark attack of a knockout to win Grand Finals. That's gonna do it for this week, but stay tuned. We'll have more action for you after regular season week 4.
Thanks again for joining us for episode 6 of the Splatoon 3 North American League show. We still have so much more coming your way, so let's go ahead and revisit the schedule. Of course, all the action intensifies. The Splatoon 3 North American League, Saturdays at 12 p.m. Pacific, top 8 live stream starting at 4 p.m. Pacific. You can register today at battlefy.com/NintendoVersus. But Milana, on Sundays, there's a chance to have even more fun.
This Sunday, you can join us for the Splatoon 3 North American League Sunday Scrim. You can play by yourself, grab a couple of friends, play some Salmon Run for some good old egg collecting fun.
And of course, we'll break it all down on the Splatoon 3 North American League show, Fridays at 10 a.m. Pacific. Always exciting when another episode drops. Well, for myself, Milana, we just want to thank all of you again for tuning in and for all the teams participating in the Splatoon 3 North American League. It's been a lot of fun, and we'll see you next week.